Hey guys, so today I'm going to be interviewing our principal, Dr. Weber.
Hello there.
So first of all, how's your day today?
My day's been pretty well today for a Monday.
For a Monday?
Yeah, not too bad.
So can you tell me like how your morning goes usually, like from the second you wake up to like the minute you come to school?
All right, so this morning I woke up, I got dressed, and I went to boxing. And then I went home, I took a shower, got dressed, grabbed my breakfast, and I headed here to Turner Middle School, and I got here about 6:40 or so.
You got here at 6:40?
Yeah.
So you don't get here like as late or as early as like I would think. I feel like I always thought that principals like would get like here like super early. Like 5 a.m. early.
Not that early, no. It was about 6:40 today, so usually around about 6:40, 6:45 I would get here.
And you woke up at 3:30.
Well, this morning I woke up earlier than I normally would just because of the time change. It kind of had me off a little bit. Normally, on a day like today, I'd get up about 5 o'clock, but for some reason I was wide awake about 3:30. So I'm sure I will be very tired later tonight.
Okay, so this is like a really important question. Like, if you get this wrong, I don't even know if like we could even communicate.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed about this thing.
Is water wet?
Is water wet? It probably depends if you're drinking it or splashing in it or something. I would think.
So, but like, what's your overall answer?
Probably about 75% of the time I'd say it's pretty wet.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're like a wet water person
I'm a
too?
wet water person. I
Very
think
good.
that I think water itself could be wet, but I think that if you're like pouring it onto a table, the table's also wet.
True story.
Okay. So what's the favorite part? Like, what's your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of my job is the variety of things that I get to do each day, and the fact that I get to work with students like you.
What's the hardest part of your job?
The hardest part of my job is trying to get everything done in the time period that I have available each and every day. There's always too much to do every day.
Do you think that suspension like changes the mindsets and actions of students? Like, truly?
I think it probably depends upon what we're talking about. I mean, for a lot of kids, suspension probably is sufficient and alleviates the issue. For some issues or students, it may not necessarily be effective. And so it's always kind of a goal of mine to try to come up with other possibilities or other solutions to change behavior.
Who's someone you would listen to that like would surprise us?
Who is somebody that I would listen to that would surprise you? That's a good question. I would listen to quite a bit of Post Malone. So that would be somebody that I would listen to that you may not think so. But I also listen to like a lot of like alternative, I guess, alternative rock, like Judah and the Lion and things like that.
I have no idea who
No,
that is.
I've surprised you on that because you don't know who that is.
Do you listen to like relevant rappers?
Probably not so much. I mean, it's...
That's just not like your cup of tea.
Not necessarily, no.
Do you think you have a strong shoe game?
Do I have a strong shoe game? I would say my shoe game is probably pretty weak. I probably own about 5 pairs of shoes. I have a pair of dress shoes, 2 sneakers. I have some Sperry's and some boots.
Are those your dress shoes?
These are my dress shoes,
Those
same ones
shoes?
I wear every day.
I didn't write this question down, but how many of like those shirts do you have? And
Like
those
Turner shirts?
Yeah, it's like Turner merch.
Turner merch. I probably have about, I'd say probably about 8 polos, and I probably have about 15 Turner shirts.
Do you like the fact that like if you wanted to, you could wear like, because I feel like in like USD 500, we have uniform, and I feel like that like really like constricted me, and I feel more comfortable in this school because like I don't have to wake up being like, oh my god, here I go wearing the same thing that everyone else is wearing. Are you proud that this school doesn't wouldn't give like someone that feeling?
I mean, I think it's good for individuals to be able to express
themselves.
themselves, and as long as they're kind of operating within the limits of the system, I think that's fine.
You think there should be like more limits to our dress code?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think for the most part, the students here do a pretty good job.
What would you do if you weren't our principal?
If I weren't a principal, probably the only other, I think, kind of career opportunity that I probably would do would be like to be a cook or to own my own restaurant.
Ooh, you could cook?
Yeah, so like when I was going to college and growing up, I always worked in restaurants and stuff, so I can cook.
Do you have any kids?
I have 2 kids. My oldest is 22, and she is a student at the KU Law School.
I want to go into law school.
You want to go to law school too? So she just started this year. And then my son, who is 18, he is going to college in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, studying marine biology and chemistry.
Did your son go to Turner High School?
He went to Olathe North.
Do you not live in Turner?
I live about 20 minutes south of here.
Why would you go to a Turner school?
I certainly I enjoy it here.
You like it here?
I enjoy the people. I enjoy the atmosphere and the community that I think Turner has.
Would you ever switch districts?
I've only switched once, and I don't envision doing it anytime soon.
Are you gonna retire soon?
No, I can't retire.
You can't retire?
I can't retire for probably about another 6 years at a minimum.
How old are you?
I am 47.
You are so young.
Oh my gosh.
You are like so young for everything you've done. How long did you go to university for?
So I did my undergraduate for 4 years. I did master's for 2 years, and I did a doctorate for 3 years. So
9 years.
So yep, 9 years. You're a math student, man.
Do you still have to pay off your are you done paying off your university?
I am done paying off my loans.
Oh my god.
I'm the free and clear.
You're excited about that?
Yeah, it's good not to have student loans.
Did you apply for scholarships?
I did have scholarships for my undergraduate, but I still had some loans that I need to take out for that. My master's, I paid for it as I went, and then my doctorate cost a lot of money, so I had to take out loans for that.
I always call you Mr. Weber. Are you disrespected by that?
Not necessarily. Call me Mr. Weber, call me Dr. Weber, just don't call me late for lunch.
You exposed yourself.
Oh.
Would you dye your hair?
Would I dye my hair? I don't have much hair to dye. I'm afraid if I dyed my hair, it would all fall out.
You only live once. I'll dye it with you.
Like what color would you think?
I say we do purple.
I don't really feel like purple would be my gig.
Would you ever get a piercing?
Get a piercing? Probably not.
Why?
I don't necessarily need a piercing.
That's just like not a big part of your interest right now?
Not necessarily. Maybe when I was younger that would be something intriguing to me, but...
Do you have any tattoos?
I do not have any tattoos.
Would you get any tattoos? I feel like a good like Karime on Chondo would feel like be really nice.
You think right across the forehead?
Right across. Like big bold letters.
I'd probably not do it on the forehead. Probably an arm or something would be better.
Right.
Yeah.
Realistically, would you get a tattoo like that represents Turner?
Maybe sometime down the road.
Send me an email.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Okay, well, I think we're done because we've been filming for like 10 minutes.
Oh, this has been pretty awesome.
I know. We should do this again.
We should.
We should. I think if we go viral, which we will.
Maybe it'd be like a weekly.
I know. Maybe.
Weekly show.
How's Dr. Ever doing?
Yeah.
I feel like
I think that would be pretty high interest and people would tune in on a weekly basis.
Oh, do you get stressed like by your job, or have you ever cried about your job?
Have I ever cried about my job? I don't think I've ever cried about my job.
No?
I mean, the stress kind of comes, whenever things get kind of busy or whatever. But I think for the most part, I can manage that pretty well.
I was thinking about it and I was like, I would feel like so like dumb. Like if something would happen, like if a student like did something that like disrespected me and like not just like in like a rude way, but like hurt my feelings, I feel like I would cry.
You would cry?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't cried yet, but
Not yet.
maybe someday it might happen. I don't know.
Why do you think what would you cry about?
I think it wouldn't necessarily be because of disrespect, or I would cry if like I ever lost a student or something.
Aww.
That would be sad.
Yeah, that would. Would you ever like, do you like the people you work with? I just changed the whole question. Would you like the people you work with?
Yes, I do like the people that I work with, even though Miss I's over there kind of eavesdropping a little bit on our podcast.
It's going to be on YouTube. You could just watch it there.
But yes, I do enjoy the people that I work with. I think that's an important part of the job.
Did Mr. Grogan, did he apply like to you?
Mr. Grogan was here before I got
Before you got here?
Yes. So
he's been here longer
I didn't
than you?
even get a choice. I had to take him. That was
so
a
he
joke.
accepted you?
Yes.
I would think that you accepted him.
No, he was here before I got here. So
how long have you been here?
This is my 4th year.
How long has he been here?
Like 8 years.
How old is he?
I think he's like 42 or something. I don't know.
How
old do you think he is?
I mean, from his from his hairline, I would say like maybe like 58.
58? Wow.
He hides it really good.
He does. I mean, he's aged very well.
I need his skincare routine.
I do too. I mean, I think I've been missing out on something.
I honestly thought you were a student when I saw you.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me much, but I appreciate that.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, make sure to subscribe. Like this, like they can't see you, but like, yeah, like that.
You kind of have to do the two fingers and the patty face.
Like that. That's like really trendy right now.
That was trending right there.